I never intended to be a lawyer. I went to law school instead of getting an MBA. My intention was, in going to law school, that I would be a better businessman with a law degree than an MBA, since my undergraduate degree was in business finance. But in my first month of law school, I got into a pretty terrible automobile accident, and I didn't know any attorneys other than my law school professors. And so I hired my torts professor to represent me in my personal injury case. And he was a very well-respected, highly regarded personal injury attorney who was teaching torts at the time at Pepperdine University. But my experience with him was horrible. He didn't answer my questions. He didn't return my calls. He gave me no advice. He gave me no benefit of the experience that he had through the years. And it was just a horrible experience. And I didn't realize that at the time, but that experience wound up shaping the way I practice law, because what I want for my clients now is to have the experience that I wanted when I was a client. Doing what everybody else is doing is going to get the result that everybody else is getting. And most people in the law business, I hear, are not that happy with what they're doing. I love what I'm doing. I love representing plaintiffs against people who are legally and morally responsible for the injury my clients have suffered. We get to be Robin Hood. We get to be a hero. You know, what other job do you get to be a hero to somebody? You know, I could go through dozens and dozens and dozens of cases that my firm has handled where we have made this huge difference in a family's or a person's life. We are everyday heroes. I mean, we are heroes in my book, the way I see it. We risk our money, we risk our time, because sometimes because we believe in a case, or sometimes because we just can't stand to see this person not get a chance. My partner Brian and I and our entire staff, we enjoy what we do. We're proud of what we do, and we have fun doing it, even though it's hard to do. And we don't always win. And when we lose, we lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's easy to get up in the morning and go and do what we do when we consider that we're on the right side and we're doing good things and holding wrongdoers accountable and making a difference in people's lives. And, you know, like I said, it's kind of like being Robin Hood. Well, my military training was definitely a part of that. But when I was in charge of the personnel department, you know, how do I get people to buy in to my way of doing things? And basically it was rewarding them. You know, do you want to have a 4-day work week, 3 days a week, or do you want to be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? You know, so that wasn't too tough to get a buy-in of other guys my age. Mm-hmm. Then I did a bunch of personal growth workshops as well as reading. I did, you know, Barbara DeAngelis had a workshop. I did a workshop called the New Warrior Adventure Training done by the Mankind Project. I've done over a dozen and close to 2 dozen around there workshops of various lengths. You know, church groups, independent groups, for-profit groups, nonprofit groups. And the most impactful workshop that I did was the New Warrior Training Adventure done by the Mankind Project. And I was so impressed with it that I went back and started staffing their workshops. and found that I was skilled in delivering their message and their processes, and did their leadership course, and wound up actually co-leading about 20 weekends, and I staffed about another 20 weekends. So I actually did that weekend workshop about 40 sometimes. So it gave me a tremendous advantage in communicating with people, because I really learned to listen at a deep level, and I learned to observe. It was a tremendous experience for me, and you know, I eventually outgrew it. I got tired of it and moved on, but what I learned was tremendous. I'm technically in 3 mastermind groups right now. One of them I'm in is a local mastermind group of business owners that are of businesses totally unassociated with each other. And that one is about business goal setting in business and assisting each other. I'm in another mastermind group, and it is more of a men's issues, personal issues, non-business. It can be business, but it's basically issues, and mostly personal issues. And then I'm in the mastermind group that you really want to know about, probably, and that is a mastermind group of personal injury attorneys across the country. And we all do basically the same thing, but we do it in different geographical locations so that none of us are in competition with each other. You can ask any attorney about the advice that they would get at their local bar association meeting of attorneys. And I think everybody agrees that you really aren't going to get good, solid tips on marketing from your competitors, the guys that are doing the same thing you are in the same locale. They'll help you with a deposition, they'll help you with complaints, they'll help you with lawyering, but I doubt that they will help you with how to attract clients, management techniques, employee retention. In other words, I have faith in that group that they will help you with the law and lawyering part of the business, but I do not have confidence that they would help me with effective marketing. To get into our group, someone would have to be coming with skills, techniques, information that we would find of benefit to us. In other words, there'd have to be a reason to want the person in, okay? Because otherwise, what are we doing? We're not a training group. No one's making any money. There is dues because we have to pay for meeting places, we pay for speakers and these kinds of things. But we're not here to train people to run their practice. We're not Ben Glass or Stephen Fairley. What we are is we're all trying to learn from each other. So if you want to join our group, we want to know what you're going to bring. Now, if somebody wanted to join form a group, I'd be happy to help them. I tell this to attorneys all the time, you know that ask, say, hey, you want to form your own group? I'll counsel you. I'll assist you on I won't do it, but I'll guide you.
That's awesome.
And I think it's the single most powerful thing that you can do for an established practice.